Hi, I'm Claudia from Texas. It's almost 11 o'clock here. It's sunny outside today. I hope everybody's having a great day too. I'm not good at doing these videos and speaking, but I'm practicing and speaking out as a form of therapy for myself, and I hope you guys don't judge me too bad. Sometimes I'm going to have to write a script or something, to remember everything I want to say, but it's practice and it's therapy. And maybe if I say something, maybe this will help someone somewhere, or maybe somebody can relate to it somehow. But I did want to talk about how Jehovah's Witnesses do have suicidal people that commit suicide due to the shunning and due to certain beliefs that they have and certain rules. One of them is a blood issue. I had a friend in the 70s and 80s who had sickle cell anemia, and she was 25 years old. She committed suicide because she didn't want her family to have to face being pressured into making her take blood or blood parts or fractions or anything like that. Back then, before they changed the rules that you could take fractions or you could take different parts of the blood, but not the full blood. Before then, you couldn't take any blood whatsoever, no portions of it whatsoever, or derivatives or anything. You couldn't have it clean out of your system and put back in. I don't know how they call it, where they take some of the blood out with the machine, clean it and put it back in. Back then, they couldn't do that. Couldn't take any blood whatsoever. So the lady's name was Pam. She was 25 years old, and she decided to take her life so that she wouldn't have to say no to any type of blood transfusions or assistance whatsoever in any form, because that's before Jehovah's Witnesses' new light, or so-called God's light on blood, changed, where you could take certain amounts of it, and you could use your common sense, or use discernment at least, as to how you want to get treatment to stay alive. Back then, it's just no blood or else. And sometimes I wonder how many other families had to go through losing loved ones through suicide, or because of health issues, physical health issues, or shunning, or mental health issues, because Jehovah's Witnesses don't tell you, that you should go and seek counseling from a professional if you have depression. They make it seem like that's something to be ashamed of, or perhaps you got problems with the demons or the devil, or you don't believe in Jehovah God if you have depression. When in fact, if you just Google it, depression is just has to do with the brain, a chemical imbalance in the brain that can be fixed and worked with. I do believe that sometimes it is spiritual. I know for a fact that some of mental illness can be helped with spirituality, but I know that mental illness also does have medications that'll help people that really have it, and there's nothing to be ashamed of or look down on. Jehovah's Witnesses, if you talk to them about abuse, they don't have very many options for you. They tell you, don't go to the police about abuse. If your child's been abused, don't go to a police, don't go to social services or whatever that make the organization it'll bring reproach on the organization. If you do that, instead of saying it'll bring reproach on the child if the child's being abused, to allow that to happen anymore, regardless of how it makes a group or a name look in the end. It might save someone's lives, literally a child or adult's life, to get some assistance from outside authorities. They don't want you to do that. There's a lot of things that could be changed with them. They don't have if you were running out of food or things like that, they don't have places that you can go to a food bank within them, like the Catholic Church or Baptist churches and other churches. They'll give you food, turkey, ham, whatever, and they'll help you even with pet food and stuff. They look down on you also to go into those organizations if you need help to go into those type of places to get help. They don't help you with utilities, rent, things like that. Other churches, other groups do that. And I know for a fact that God, the true God, doesn't look down on his people to the point to not even apologize when they make errors about quoting what the Bible or what his requirements are. They always just tell people, we have new light here, we have new light there. When reality is that they're blood guilty, because they're blood guilty when it comes to men, women, and children, several thousand all over the country, all over the world, with coming up with that new light. They need to say, we made a mistake. I'm sorry, we gave you incorrect information. Do your own research, do what's best for your family, study up, get advice from people that are medical professionals on certain things, way more than they do so. I've never once seen a Jehovah's Witness elder get up there and say, we were wrong, I apologize, about the 144,000 that they claim that's the only number that's going to go to heaven. If that was the literal number, don't you think that heaven would be full by now? All the people on the earth right now, and only 144,000 are going to the heavens to judge and to help others. I know for a fact that the heavens are full with way more than that. And I know that the Bible's not always to just be taken as literal. Sometimes it needs to be taken as figurative. If you believe in the Bible, when their Bible's not accurate, it's made up of different parts that they add and taken out. That's neither here or there. I do want to say that I wish that many people would open their eyes about this group. They seem really, really like nice, loving, and kind people. And a lot of people are there with the best means and the best heart in the world. And, they're not awakened yet. They've been blinded, just like me. I was blinded. I was born into it. So I didn't really wake up. I didn't know. And they don't tell you to do any research. So I never did. I just was obedient and stayed. But I wish people would just do some research for themselves and their family to protect themselves, because this religion is a life-threatening religion. Are called. I have seen people die. I have seen people commit suicide in this religion, something that they keep hidden. They never talk about the people that commit suicide that are Jehovah's Witnesses. And if you need to get counseling, which most people, including myself, I'm doing that too. If you've been a part of that religion, I do suggest you go to get professional counseling and speak with someone so that you can certainly detox, if you will, mentally and emotionally, and heal. It's okay to heal. There's nothing wrong with getting back to loving yourself and healing yourself. I do suggest that for anyone, and being able to move on and live a real life, not the life that they call the real life, but a real life, an individual life that you actually know yourself and you have a purpose here, and you know that you want to be here each day and why, and not due to fear mongering or due to any lies that you've been told from them. With me, I've been told lies my whole life, but living a true life. That's what I suggest for folks. But that's all I wanted to say, and I hope everybody has a wonderful Tuesday today. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.